Good morning, everyone. Yep, nice to see all of you. And so I'm currently a final year undergraduate with the ISE department. So I will just broadly give an overview of my sharing in three parts. So first, I will just share briefly why I chose ISE. Next, I will talk about what the value that ISE brings, and lastly, I'll just share briefly on my student life. Yeah, so back then, 4 years ago, I was after my A levels, I was yeah, in many of your shoes. I was choosing which course to take in NUS. So back then I was choosing between business and engineering. So I did not know which particular field that I wanted to go to, like perhaps mechanical or chemical engineering. But I wanted a course that would equip me with like highly transferable skills that would allow me to go in any industry which I choose to go in future. So yeah, back then when I was and when I joined the open house, yeah, IC senior told me that and the ISE provides the best blend of both business and engineering. So I decided to take the leap of faith to enter ISE. So yeah, so now after almost 4 years, I've been through the IC curriculum, and I can say that the IC curriculum is very broad. It introduces us to many different areas and fields such as data science, computing, business, finance, and supply chain, which I think Prof. Tan mentioned earlier as well. So this equips me with a good blend of both soft and hard skills as well. So in addition to IC, many of my batchmates also take on a second major or a second minor from another faculty. So this can be another second major or minor in like computing, business, economics, and even statistics as well. So yeah, so IC provides us with the core foundational knowledge to go into a specialized area of interest in future as well. So yeah, for me personally, I'm pursuing a minor in management. Yeah, because I would like to take on like management, leadership skills, leadership and consulting roles in future as well. So now moving on, I'll just summarize, give a broad summary of the overview of the IC curriculum. So in year one, when you join the IC, you take on like foundational courses in IC principles and practices. You teach you learn like basic computer science, Excel skills, mathematics, and finance, project management as well. And yeah, and also I think because now Faculty of Engineering is merged with the School of Design, you take on like additional modules in design thinking and project management as well, which will be definitely be a good add-on. Yeah, so afterwards in year two, we go more into the in-depth fundamentals of IC, such as operations research, probability models, queuing theories, which will keep you with important foundational skills to pursue a more in-depth IC courses. Yeah, so thereafter in year three, this is where many of you are going to exchange for one semester to study abroad, say in US or Europe. Yeah, and that's when you have enough skills to take on like internships as well to see which particular field or area that you like to pursue a career in. And yeah, and this is when some of my batchmates will do like our system design project, which is what Prof. Tan mentioned earlier, which is like a signature module in IC where we take on as student consultants in a company where we're given a problem statement and we work on with a company for about 9 months. So for me personally, my group we are attached to Micron Technology. So I have the privilege to work with data scientists, engineers in Micron to work on real world problems that Micron faces. Yeah, and now finally in year four, we have your final year project. Yeah, so for me, I'm working on my final year project on Markov decision processes and reinforcement learning. Yeah, so now moving on to my student life. So yeah, so one unique thing about IC is that we are a relatively small cohort, about fewer than slightly less than 100 people. So yeah, many of us know each other very well, and we can offer help to each other in times of need. And then so there's also an IC student club, which I believe that Yongjin and his club mates will share more later. Yeah, so this student club, we plan activities for the IC cohort, as well as we conduct outreach to JCs and polys. Yeah, so for me personally, I was in the IC club in my first and second year. I was in charge of the PACC, which is the business analytics case competition that perhaps some of you might have joined previously, yeah, as participants. Yeah, so I also for my other student life, I also stayed in halls in year 1, year 2. I stayed in King Edward 7 Hall. Yeah, so that was also one of my best experiences in NUS. Yeah, so yeah, I come to my end of my sharing, and yeah, I will still later take on your. I'll maybe take on your more of the questions.